Between kilderkins, firkins and finings, the real ale brewers speak a language all of their own. And indeed the real ale drinkers are specialists in their own right. They feel that the non-pasteurised method of brewing a real ale gives the imbiber a better tasting pint. And it seems to have many converts. In Britain, real ale drinkers have spawned a host of small local breweries. And now, with 6,000 pints a week being sold in Dublin alone, the phenomenon seems to have hit the city.
We have set up here a very small brewery which will be producing at full capacity 60 standard barrels of ale a week. We feel that there is a market for a high quality real ale product, and madness doesn't come into the equation at all.
Have the big breweries been worried about you? Have they said anything to you?
They haven't said anything to me. I wouldn't think that they'd be worried. We are not in the business of breaking into a substantial section of the market. We've identified the section of the market we're going into, and I don't think this is any threat to any of the big breweries.
Now you're claiming that you're selling a new product, which is the real ale, and one of the big things about real ale, you're saying, is that it's got no chemicals. Is that not just a marketing exercise?
No, this is not a marketing exercise. What we are doing is we're reverting back to the old way of manufacturing ale, which was the open fermentation method, whereby the beer is allowed to ferment in the natural form, and we are putting it into the cask so that the consumer can have it, and it's actually fermenting in the cask as it's in the cellar of the pub. We don't use any chemicals. We just use natural water, malt, and hops.
But of course, drinkers of the other brews shouldn't have any worries about the chemicals that are in those.
No, they shouldn't have any worries about that, and we don't make any point about this in relation to health or anything like that. The point we make is this: there is a difference between a mass-produced sliced pan and your mother's brown bread, and we all know the difference between the two, and this is what we're trying to emphasize.
The proof of the pudding, they say, is in the eating, or in this case, the drinking. So what was the verdict from our own independent jury?
That's real ale.